Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is, it's the weekend, so we'll do both. Saturday, June 11th, is National Corn on the Cob Day, National German Chocolate Cake Day. Ooh, that is some good stuff. National Making Life Beautiful Day, and National Rosé Day. Rosé is a wine, right?
It is. I'm not a fan of rosé.
Not a
really.
fan? Okay.
No.
Well, thank you for letting me know. Sunday,
welcome.
June the 12th, National Jerky Day. I am a fan of jerky.
You are a fan of
National
jerky.
Loving Day, National Peanut Butter Cookie Day, also a big fan.
Yes, you are.
Sunday is also National Red Rose Day and National Children's Day.
I do like red rose.
Yeah, and I like children, so we got all kinds of stuff to
all
celebrate.
things to celebrate.
Yeah, and I like my guest today as well. He's on YouTube. He's got a really fun channel on YouTube. Sam the Cooking Guy. We're going to chat. I got to find out how he got his YouTube channel started, but he's got a book out now. It's called Sam the Cooking Guy, Between the Buns, and his photo on the cover is not photoshopped. I read that is because it's his head between a bun. It almost looks like it's photoshopped, but apparently it's real. We'll chat with him about it.
I thought maybe it was different buns.
No, it's not. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
What can I say that I haven't already said about BetterCreditCards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At BetterCreditCards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Heavy drinkers are healthier and happier in their later years.
I agree.
According to a study. Researchers in Germany, that doesn't shock me, German heritage right here, by the way.
Yes,
they
and me too.
questioned hundreds of people over the age of 60 at a hospital for routine surgery about their mood and their quality of life. And then they compared this with the amount of alcohol they said they drank. A third were categorized as those who drink potentially unhealthy quantities, at least 4 nights a week, regularly drinking the equivalent of 2 bottles of wine a day. Those people were found to be slimmer because they don't have time to eat, happier, and more mobile than those who drank less or nothing at all. The study's author says one explanation may be that the higher alcohol consumption leads to elevated mood, enhanced sociability, and reduced stress. Experts warn the study is observational, meaning cause and effect could not be determined. So they're
loving that study.
So saying don't go out and drink just for that reason. So if you got other reasons, but not for that reason. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know? If it all goes well over the weekend, 83-year-old Japanese sailor Kenichi Hori will have set a world record, becoming the oldest solo yachtsman to sail nonstop across the Pacific. He set sail on his 19-foot sailboat, the Suntory Mermaid 3, from San Francisco on March 27th. The plan was to come home on an arrival ceremony in his city, Nishomiya City. Nailed it. This is not the first time he's made this maritime history, by the way. In 1962, he was 23. He became the first person to successfully make a nonstop journey across the Pacific Ocean from Japan to California. So he made world records when he was 23. Now that he's 83, he's trying to hit another world record.
Okay.
That is really kind of cool.
I don't understand the world record thing, but more power to him.
I'm just happy
That's
for
awesome.
him. I think it's neat. Heidi won't let me try to do a world record. It's like, how many jelly beans do you think I can eat? She's like, yeah, we're not. No. All right. We don't know everything, but now we know this. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Michael J. Fox was given an update about his ongoing battle with Parkinson's disease. The Life with Mikey star went public about his condition in 1998, continued working on the show Boston Legal, The Good Wife, Michael J. Fox Show, and many, many other things. Anyway, he gave an update, just kind of letting folks know here's what's going on. He says, I can't remember 5 pages of dialogue. I can't do it. It can't be done. So now I just get to go to the beach. So he's not working quite as much as he was before for those reasons.
I just love
Huge
him.
fan of him, by the way.
Yes.
Magnum PI could join an elite group of popular broadcast series that have overcome shocking cancellations to continue their runs. Reports are that talks are underway right now at NBC and USA Network to maybe carry the series. This is the reboot that has
Right,
Jay
I didn't
Hernandez.
Okay.
Yeah. So they announced May 12th they were canceling it after 4 seasons. Now they're going, okay, well, you know what? We might keep it. And Howie Mandel is partnering with a unique tech company
Love him
to help
too.
people who are germaphobes like him. He's got a really cool thing he's working on. If you want to read it, I've got it in the show notes. It's a cool story, but it's way too long to get to here. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year, we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. If you've ever uttered the phrase, I just want to talk to a human, while hopelessly navigating your way through a business computerized phone system, then you're going to like this. I've had so many terrible experiences with those. And I'm pushing buttons. I'm like,
awful.
Come on.
Yeah, give me a person. Give me a person.
Listen to what happened in Spain. The government in Spain wants to end those nerve-shattering, one-sided conversations by making it mandatory for companies to offer a real, flesh-and-blood customer service worker when requested by a caller.
Love it.
And the thing is, not everybody hates that. Some people are like, I don't want to talk to a person. They got a lot of questions. I just want to beep, 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 beep.
Yep.
So that's still going to be an option, but they want to make it mandatory that if you don't want to mess with that,
and I never do.
I
just want to talk to somebody.
Person, press this button. So that is one of the number of measures included in a customer service bill presented by Spain's coalition government. It will need an approval from Parliament before it could become a law. Providers, then, of basic services such as utilities, phone, internet, whatever, they'll have to offer customer service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. All other companies would have to provide customer service during regular hours.
Yep.
The bill seeks to do away with long wait times by forcing companies to answer calls within 3 minutes of calling as well.
Love that.
Here's the thing, though. I'm trying to figure out how they would do that. Because sometimes it's because they just don't have people. Consumption Minister Alberto Garzón said, these are difficulties which unfortunately waste an enormous amount of energy, time, and money. Fines for breaking these laws would range from 150 euros to 100,000 euros. That's like $160 to 106,000. That's a huge difference.
Right.
So it must be like if there's a repeat offender.
So then answer your phone.
So
We've done it for centuries before the computers came along.
I don't know.
It's not that difficult.
Yeah, I understand. It just the struggle is having people to answer them.
So get people.
Yeah, it's not as easy as you think. Scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Our guest today, Sam the Cooking Guy. You might know him from YouTube. You might know him from one of his other social media channels. He's got 7 bazillion followers, which is awesome. But now you're going to know him as an author as well. His new book, Sam the Cooking Guy, Between the Buns, burgers, sandwiches, tacos, burritos, hot dogs, and more. I love that name, Sam.
Every time I hear somebody say the name of the book, Sam the Cooking Guy Between the Buns, I have to laugh because it's a ridiculous name, but it's a more ridiculous cover photo.
Yeah.
My head literally between 2 buns. Not Photoshop. That's actually me laying down.
That is awesome. Let's talk about how you got started doing this, Sam. Is this something you wanted to do since you were a child?
No, I had no idea. I was one of those kids that didn't know what I wanted to do when I grew up. I really didn't. The idea, when the food thing started, it started because I was watching a local San Diego news program. They had a chef on, and he was making something. He was making butternut squash, and it was September of 2001. 9/11 had happened, and this was the most boring cooking segment I'd ever seen. To the guy's credit, he probably could kick my ass all over the kitchen, but there was nothing entertaining about it. He was making it more complicated than it needed to be. And I looked at it and I said, why doesn't somebody do that but make it understandable? So instead of watching and saying, oh, that looks good, now I'm hungry, let's go out to eat, you'd watch and you go, that looks good. But I also think it looks simple. I could probably make that.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's what we do. And to quote your number of 7 billion or 7, whatever it was, people following us, which is a little high, but we're getting there. I think people have found us, stayed with us, because we make food that they look at and they can reproduce at home. People come up all the time, John, and say, you've taught us how to cook, or you've given me the confidence to cook. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not using foie gras and truffles and stuff like that. That's what you go out for. I'm making things at home. I'm making great burgers and burritos and tacos, all this kind of stuff in the book we make on our YouTube channel, and people like it and they can make it. And it's making people feel empowered to make this stuff at home, because too many cooks have made it way too complicated.
And one of the things I like, not only is it informative, but it's also very fun and entertaining. So is the book very similar to that?
Yeah, so it's all the stuff off our YouTube channel that gets the biggest reaction. Burritos, tacos, sandwiches, burgers, dogs. There's carbs involved, but that's okay. Don't feel bad about it. You don't have to eat a ton of carbs every day, but the Harvard Medical School says they're important for your brain. So feel like you're doing something good for yourself when you have some carbs. There's things as simple, and when I say simple, I mean there's things as simple as a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which sounds silly. By the way, the picture makes it look amazing.
Yeah, it does.
You make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and in this case, I've made it on a whole wheat. You butter the outside of it, and then you cook it like a grilled cheese.
Oh.
And it sounds silly, but what that grilling does, it doesn't just bring texture to the outside of the sandwich. And I like these textural differences, because without it, the bread's soft, the peanut butter's soft, the jelly's soft. So now you're adding a more tasty and elevated layer of texture on the outside, but the heat melts the peanut butter and the jelly a little bit.
Yeah.
You take it off the grill, the flat top, the nonstick pan. You open it up briefly. You stuff it with some potato chips, and you close it. Now you get that salt component that plays beautifully against the sweet of what's inside it. It adds more texture, more crunch. So there's things as simple as that. I think the most complicated is probably, the roast beef dip with onion gravy, which, while crazy delicious, you have to make roast beef to do it.
Yeah.
So that takes a bit. Or you could buy deli roast beef, buy a good one, buy a medium rare one, and then make the sandwich. So there's those two on either end, and everything in between. But things as simple as a San Diego style beer battered fish taco, which is not complicated.
Yeah.
A pulled pork taco with mac and cheese on top of it. And you can buy pulled pork. You can make pulled pork. There's many ways to get to the end result. Make it exactly, or steal bits and then make it your own. But whatever you do, make something different.
I love that. The book is out now. It's Sam the Cooking Guy, Between the Buns, burgers, sandwiches, tacos, burritos, hot dogs, and more. I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In 2006, CNN listed Mark Zuckerberg and the founder of Netflix among the top 10 people who don't matter. Yeah, those things didn't really stick around at all.
That's funny. That didn't age well.
Yeah, Zuckerberg, by the way, is the founder of Facebook. Also, the Netflix people, well, that's Netflix. They're both kind of big deals now. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The Hubble Space Telescope is powerful enough to see a match being struck on Pluto. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty powerful.
That is pretty
Fun
powerful.
fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Paris has about 40,000 restaurants. New York, by the way, has 26,000. Tokyo, 160,000.
Whoa.
It's a whole lot of restaurants. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
About half of the calories in the average fast food meal come from fat. Half of them.
Yikes.
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Kangaroos keep growing until the day they die. So kangaroos can get pretty doggone big.
Really?
Yeah, and our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Jellyfish are considered biologically immortal. They don't age and they don't die unless they're killed. Jellyfish.
Oh.
Yeah, interesting
I
stuff.
wonder how they know that for sure.
I don't know. They're like, this thing's been around a long time.
Yeah.
All right, several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay!
Yay!
Comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com. Here's your question, Heidi.
Sure.
Fully 1 in 4 people say this is their favorite smell. What is it?
Fresh cut grass.
No, that's probably on the list, though.
After
1 in
a
4.
rainstorm.
No. 1 in 4 people
Gasoline.
say... No. 1 in 4 people say a campfire is their
Wasn't
favorite
even on my list.
smell. It is a good smell, though.
It
I
is
like
a good
it.
smell.
There we go. That's your Mint Mobile question of the day. Comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. The distinctive and quite pungent, to some people anyway, scent of Vegemite wafting from an Australian factory has been declared of significant heritage value. Yeah, the city of Melbourne, city council there, they made a unanimous decision to include the scent on a statement of significance for the factory. At 1 Vegemite Way, Fisherman's Bend, such statement provides special heritage recognitions for important sites. Last year, the council stopped short of declaring that Vegemite smell would be significant when they recognized its heritage value in a bid to ensure no future development there was put in jeopardy. But during a meeting last Tuesday, Deputy Lord Mayor Nicholas Rees, wow, what a title, Deputy
That's a
Lord
heck
Mayor,
of a title.
said its recognition did not mean the smell, quote, needs to be protected, end quote. So, I don't know what that means.
I don't have any idea.
I read
what
the whole
that
story
means.
a couple times, and it still don't make no sense to me. It's weird. That's why it's weird news. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list. Comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Here's ways to make your mornings better, according to experts. They say prep the night before. Pack a bag, set out your clothes, make your lunch, whatever you need to do right away in the morning, just do it the night before.
Pack a bag.
So if you have to go, like you're going to go somewhere, get all your stuff ready.
I thought it meant just on general mornings.
No. Next thing, start with a stretch. It increases blood flow and releases feel-good endorphins. I agree with that completely. There are days that I do that and I feel better, and days I don't, and I'm later going, what happened today? Another thing, take on an easy challenge. Start your day with a mental exercise. Even if it's something like Wordle, it'll kickstart your brain and give you a sense of accomplishment right away. Another one, move your body. Any kind of exercise is good. Even a little dance to, dance while you're making coffee or something. I don't know. Maybe not that. I'm going to quit dancing over here. Give your phone a rest. They say, set that thing down. Get it out of the way.
Yeah.
People feel less anxious when they're avoiding all that stuff.
I agree.
Another is stick to a routine, express gratitude, and let go of what doesn't work. Find things that are not working and quit doing those things. I've got the whole list in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Here's the quote from Meryl Streep. She's an actress, Heidi.
Yes, I'm aware.
Don't waste so much time thinking about how much you weigh. There's no more mind-numbing, boring, idiotic, self-destructive diversion from the fun of living. End quote.
Oh.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's a good quote.
But
Yeah.
you can take that advice a little too far,
Well,
too. You got to care a little bit.
I have maybe taken it a little too far once or twice in my life. Step on the scale, it said overload. That really happened to me once.
We got to care a little bit.
All right. I'm working on it. Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Amazing news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Here's a headline. Onlookers rush to save a motorcyclist trapped underneath a car.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is like one of my biggest fears. When I see somebody on a motorcycle right in front of me, I'm like, I don't want to follow them.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm always afraid if something happens, this could happen. Onlookers and police officers came to the rescue of a motorcyclist who was trapped under a car in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Yikes.
Security footage shows everything. A car ran into a motorcycle from behind, trapping the driver under the car. The passenger of the motorcycle tumbled out of harm's way. Says onlookers quickly rushed to the scene. Moments later, police and everybody else showed up. They were able to lift the car enough to pull the motorcyclist out from under the vehicle.
Oh, my gosh.
So, wow.
That's insane.
So there was a driver that was stuck. The passenger rolled out of the way.
Yeah.
All parties involved were treated for non-life-threatening injuries.
Wow.
So, and then there's a video. If you want to see it, I've got a link to the video. But here's the first screen of the video. Warning, the following could be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Right.
You always know when that's the first screen
That is
of a
gonna be a
video.
good one.
No, it's not. You always know that this maybe isn't for everybody. I have not watched the video, but I do see a photo of, it looks like a dozen people maybe around this car, lifting the car.
How cool is that?
Yeah, lifting the car from one side so the person could get out from under the vehicle. And there's screech marks in the road, the whole doggone thing. I've got a link to all of this, by the way, in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.